The recording. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Policy Q. Pow! Low. You already know. Let's go. Guys, I am very excited. We are doing a Shopify store overview with my man Kevon from Massachusetts. Okay.
Yes,
I'm very,
sir.
very excited to introduce you to him in just a second. So today's topic, what are we going to be talking about? If you're listening to this on Anchor, on WhatsApp, YouTube, Snapchat, Insta, I don't know where you're watching this. This is going to be repurposed. Okay. The topic for today is going to be targeting, right? So Kevon has decided to come reach out to me because he wants more information. He wants to know how to really target effectively using Facebook advertising. This is a big problem that a lot of people have is when they're targeting, when they're testing products, a lot of people don't know if their targeting is bad or is maybe the product bad. A lot of people don't know how long should I keep testing, how long should I keep spending before I realize if my targeting is bad. On the last episode, we have Joshua who spent over $200, and we realized that he didn't even have to spend $200 because on the third day, we identified based on the metrics that he should have not been promoting that product because something was off. So this is a big problem we're going to be talking about. So we're going to be talking about metrics. We're going to be talking about targeting. And we're also going to talk a little bit about, there's a lot of different ways that you can find products. What's the best strategy to use? What's the best strategy? We're going to go ahead and talk about that. So those are the topics for today. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and introduce my man, Kevon. Okay, so Kevon, are you there, brother?
Yes, I'm right here. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good, brother. So why don't you go ahead and just give yourself a quick intro and just let people know what you're excited about and what you're looking to learn from today's Shopify store overview.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Kevon. I am new to Shopify, and I'm going on probably about 7 months now. And my biggest problem right now is knowing when my targeting is correct, and when knowing when to stop on a specific ad. So I'm not really too sure when it comes to that. I have an idea, but just knowing when to stop my targeting, knowing what to look for, and knowing if it's off, and just knowing to besides turning it off in 3 days if you're not making any sales. But what I'm looking to get out of this today is some new insight, and knowledge into being able to better target, knowing when to give up on an ad, and not be doubtful and thinking that I just wasted my time, so.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Well, I'm excited, man. Thank you for that clarity. I think that when we have clarity, we can really get to the solution of things. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So Kevon, what I need you to do is I just need you to share your screen. Okay. So if you move your mouse in a little circle on the bottom, there's going to be a couple of icons. There's going to be an icon specifically that says share screen. When you click on that, there should be something that pops up.
Okay, I see share screen. Yep.
Cool. Click. Then something's going to pop up, and then just move your mouse all the way to the right-hand side, lower side, and it's going to say share screen in a blue button.
Yep.
Go ahead and click on that.
Okay.
All right. So here we are, guys. So what we're going to do, Kevon, is we're going to go ahead and start the hands-on training for the people who are listening, watching, wherever you're hearing this from. We are now going to get into it, right? This is real life examples. I can guarantee you that there's not many people doing this at all. A lot of people are always creating content and kind of giving you kind of like they're kind of speaking to you. Right now, what we're doing is we're allowing you to look over our shoulders, which is completely different than anything else out there. All right. So, Kevon, I just need you to go ahead and pull up your Facebook ads. And I want you to, when you pull up your Facebook ads manager, I want you to show me a campaign where you've spent a decent amount of money. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at those metrics.
Okay, give me a sec. seconds.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Here we go.
Okay, cool.
So are you seeing it on your end? Or?
Yeah, I'm good. I can see it. Okay, cool. So, all right. So the cool thing about this is that you have some purchases here. So let's give them a round of applause for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, right off the bat, what I can see is that you've spent more than what you've actually made. So this is where things get a little interesting. So here's what we're gonna do, okay? And I've seen that you're spending here a lot of money here. Okay.
Yeah, these are currently what I'm running right now.
Okay, this is what you're currently running right now. Okay,
Yeah.
And how much have you spent altogether here? Like 42.55?
Well, I think
A little bit more than that.
Yeah, because I just started running these.
Okay, cool.
I've been running one. Yeah, I think I started a couple days ago.
All right, cool. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about targeting. Okay. So typically, and just let me know if this is true or not. But when you're taking a look at your metrics, is this what you're looking at? Are these the only metrics that you're looking at? Typically.
Like you mean like what had happened, or
Yeah, like when you take a look at your ads, right? When you come, just imagine that you're coming to look at your ads managers to see what's going on.
Yeah.
When you're looking at it, are these metrics right here that we're looking at? Are these the ones that you normally look at?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
This is completely something that everybody does. They just literally look at the performance, whatever Facebook gives them. Okay, these metrics, they're very, very difficult to figure out what's happening with your ads. So what I'm gonna do, right now is Kevon, I'm gonna give you metrics that actually took me a really long time to figure out. I had to ask a lot of people because I didn't know what metrics to look at. And Facebook gives you a million different metrics that you can look at, but we're gonna look at the ones that actually matter. And when we look at all these metrics, you're gonna realize how these numbers, they're telling you something. Each metric is going to be telling you something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be your translator. The same way whenever, somebody's in court and they don't speak English, they have a translator that translates the information over to them, and then it translates what they want to respond to. So I'm going to help you translate this. I'm going to give you that understanding of what these metrics are telling you. Yeah. These metrics alone, this is the first problem that you're having. And it's really simple. It's because these metrics are not giving you what you need. They're not going to give you answers on what you're looking for. So you're going to end up spending and spending and spending, crossing your fingers, kind of hoping that something kind of takes off, but it's not going to work like that. So here's what we're going to do. Kevon, you see where it says columns and performance? Columns and performance. I want you to click on that, okay? And then I want you to click on where it says customize columns.
Yep.
Right there. I want you to click on that. Okay. Very good. Open that up. Okay, perfect. I want you to get rid of everything on the right hand side. Just delete everything on the right hand side. Just click on those little X's. Yeah. Click on all these X's. Okay. Now for those, now just get rid of all of that. Just delete everything there. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to basically build metrics from scratch, okay, the ones that are going to matter. And this is going to help you. This is tremendously going to help you out when it comes to your targeting. It's going to not make you doubt so much, okay? Now, where it says search, the first thing we're going to type in there is budget. Type in the word budget. Okay, click on that. Okay. Then afterwards, you're going to delete the word budget and you're going to type in ad spend.
So delete budget again?
Yeah, delete budget. No, don't delete it from the right-hand side. Excuse me.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
From the search button, yeah. Exactly.
And put in ad spend?
Yeah, ad spend.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to click with the D. Try D.
Oh, that's right.
And then no. So no double D, just the way you had it, but instead of the T on the word spent, put the word
spend.
D.
Okay, I got
spend.
You. Right.
Oh wow, man. This is amazing.
What's that?
Facebook is always changing things. So so this is good. Click on where it says website purchases, return on ad spend. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna just get rid of that word and just type in the word spend. Amount spent, actually. Type in that word. And then change the D to a T. Okay, yeah. So amount spent today.
Okay, amount spent today.
But get rid of the other one, yeah. All right, cool. Now go back in there again, and now I want you to type in CTR all. Just type in the word CTR, actually.
All right, yeah. CTR.
Yeah. Like the word C as in cat, T as in Tom, and R as in Robert.
Yeah, everything's just freezing up for a minute.
Cool.
CTR.
Okay, so you're gonna click on where it says CTR parentheses all. It's the second to last one. Okay, cool. Click on that, and then you're gonna type in their CPC. You just put in the word CPC.
CPC.
Okay, you're gonna click on cost per link click. Yeah. Very good. Now you're gonna go ahead and delete that at the top. Very nice. And you're gonna type in the word. Now you're gonna type in view content. Okay, so get rid of. All right, so just that's not popping up. So they probably changed the name on that recently. All right, so get rid of that. Get rid of the word view content, and just leave it at. No, Kevon. No. Okay, scroll. Okay, so scroll down really quickly. Type in the word actually. Type in the word cost.
Oh, cost.
Yeah, type in the word cost. And keep scrolling down on that. Keep scrolling down. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, stop right there. So I want you to click on cost per website add to cart.
Okay. Cost per website add to cart.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I want you to type in cost per website purchase. No. That's fine. Just get rid of just leave it. Yeah, just click on cost per website purchase on the bottom. Click back. No, click on cost per website art again. Just keep that check at the top. And then check off the website purchases as well. Cost per website purchase. Yeah. And then check off the cost per website content views. Okay, and nice. Now at the top of that search bar, I want you to just type in the word website. Okay, cool. And then what you're going to do is, you see where it says website content views? Click on that.
Yep.
And then click on website purchases.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And do you see where it says website adds to cart? Click on that. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's kind of reorganize this a little bit. So where it says on the right-hand side, we're going to play around with that. Where it says budget there. Right underneath budget, I want you to put amount spent today.
Okay, so amounts. Okay. So
right underneath budget. Yeah, bring that up. Okay, leave website purchases, which is return on ad spend. That's perfect. And then CTR is great. Underneath CTR, put CPC. Okay. And then after that, I want you to put website content views.
Okay.
Website content views.
Yep.
And then you're going to go ahead and put cost per website content views, which is all the way at the bottom. You're going to put that right underneath that one, okay? Yep. And you're going to leave website add to cart the way it is. You're going to just grab cost per website add to carts, and you're going to put it right underneath there. Okay? And then you're actually going to go ahead and where it says cost per website content views, I need you to put that right underneath website content views.
Okay. Oh.
Underneath website content views. Underneath website content views.
Okay, give me a sec. All right, so okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just a lot of stuff. I know.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it, man. Listen.
Cool. So now underneath website content views, you're gonna put website adds to cart.
Website. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Cool. You're gonna put. Okay. Now you're gonna put. Underneath website add to cart, you're going to put cost per website add to cart. Okay, so that cost per website content views, it keeps getting down. I need that cost per website content views. The cost per website content views. I need that to be underneath website content views, which is on top of website add to carts. Right there, yeah. And don't let it leave. It keeps escaping. All right, and then I need you to put on top of, below cost per website add to carts, I need you to put website purchases.
Okay.
Okay, and now you're going to scroll down to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll down. Not on that, just on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now do you see where it says save as preset?
Yeah, wait. Save as preset.
On the left-hand corner bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to type in ROI tracker. Click on that.
Okay.
And then type in ROI tracker. And then you're going to put parentheses, e-com success agency. And this is going to give me a great opportunity to talk about it. Obviously, guys, we're doing these Shopify store overviews really quickly. I do run agency, yeah. So I do run a Shopify agency. I'm the co-founder and CEO of e-com success agency with my business partner. And we do offer these Shopify store overviews. Just wanted to throw that out there, okay? Great. Now you're going to click apply. And now we're really going to be able to see what's going on here, okay? So, couple things. This month, you haven't spent a whole lot. I mean, it looks like these are brand new, relatively, right? You started running them when today?
Yeah. I think one maybe 2 days ago, and all the other ones yesterday night. You know.
Okay. Yeah. So this is not going to be a good example, but we'll still go through these, okay? So right off the bat, first thing that I'm looking for is let's take a look. You're selling a selfie case. All right. So I want you to scroll a little bit to the right-hand side. So on the bottom, scroll down all the way to the right. Keep going. Okay. Keep going. Okay, cool. All right. So the first thing that I see right off the bat, now move it all the way to the left-hand side. How much are you selling this selfie case for, if you don't mind me asking?
$15.
Okay, great. So this is great. So you spent $1.68 to make a $15 sale. Looks like on the first one you made a sale. Is that correct?
Yeah. Okay.
Now look at that CTR. I want you to pay attention to this, Kevon, because this is really going to help you stop doubting yourself. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
The standard, the industry standard when it comes to your click-through rate should be about 2.5%. Your CTR is going to be your engagement. So your CTR, what it's going to do is going to help you understand if people are engaging with your ad. People are only going to engage with your ad if the audience is correct and the product is correct, right? If you put the right product in front of the right audience, the engagement should be over 2.5%. Now, this is a perfect example. This is over 2.5%, and you made a sale from this, right? So it goes to show that the targeting on this specific ad is working, and it's working because you made a sale. Now, let's take a look at your – does that make sense, by the way?
Yeah. So if it's below 2.5, that means my targeting is off, correct?
If it's below 2.5%, it could only be two kind of things, and this is kind of how I like to look at it. It's either the targeting is not good or the product that you put in front of the audience is not good. So it could be either or. Now, if you spent a lot of time and you know that this product is selling and you know other people have bought it in the past and you know absolutely that the product is a winner, like it's sold in the past, and your CTR is below that, then it's probably your targeting. Does that make sense?
So if it's below, that, it's my targeting. But if it's above that,
no. Let's keep it simple. These are not like stone cold rules. It doesn't always mean that. What it does is it helps you better make decisions. It's not like like a written law that's exactly what it means. What I'm saying is that if it's below 2.5%, it means that the engagement is not. It's like it's below the standard average, right? So it could only be two things. It's either your targeting. If your targeting is off, then that means you're probably targeting the wrong audience. And if you're targeting the wrong audience, they're probably not going to engage with that product because they're not really interested in it. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Now, Yeah, and then obviously, if you are targeting the right audience, but then they're not engaging with it, then it could be
Hmm.
your product. Because if you have the right audience and you supposedly have the right product, then the engagement should also be through the roof. So the engagement is kind of how we gauge and to see if our targeting is doing pretty good. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Now, another example is the one right below it, which it seems like you copied it. Now, again, you've only spent $1.88, so it's still really early to tell. But
Yeah.
let's just say, for example, that this specific ad you've already spent $20 and your
Hmm.
CPR is still at 0.98%. Do you think that's good targeting? Like, don't like what would happen? Like, that would be a red flag that should go up, and you should go, okay, I've already spent $20 and the CTR is less than 1%. What's going on here? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So back to what we were saying, guys. Okay, so yeah, your CTR is there is pretty good. Now your CPC is 95 cents. Your CPC should be about $1 or under. Whenever you can get a CPC for $1 or under, that's a good sign. So right off the bat, this ad looks like a good sign. It looks like it's going to be a good one. It doesn't mean that this is going to be the one ad that's going to make you all the money. It's
Hmm.
typically doesn't work like that. It's an accumulation of really good ads to help you make a lot of money. So I also don't want you to fall into thinking that this one is going to be the one that, the one to your financial freedom. All right, so keep scrolling to the right. Okay, so make sure you're taking those notes, in your mind, or you're writing them down somewhere. CPC should be about $1 under. Keep going to the right side. You have add to carts. Okay, your add to cart is about is under $5. Typically, you want your add to cart to be $5 or under, and then obviously your website purchases. If you keep moving that to the right, you want your website purchases to typically be under $10 or under. Okay,
Okay.
so this right
Yeah.
here is a good one. Now let's kind of take a look at this. Now let's start applying some of this information right off the bat. Okay, so move it all the way to the left hand side again, Kevon. So based on these ads, I know that they're really young still. That they're still young. It's not really like the word that it's not like these have been running for a long time. But let's just imagine they have, just for the sake of this example. Based on some of the information I've given you, what are some of the ads that you probably would cut or probably wouldn't keep running based on some of the information?
Let's see. I have some. I have some ads, from back in the day.
No, but just as an example, like for example, like the second one right there, take a look at that. It's got no sales.
Yeah.
All right, the CTR is not even 1%, and the CPC is $2.42. That's really expensive. Okay,
Mm.
so that one right there would probably be one that I probably would pause for now, and I'd probably turn on later. Now, again, I'm not saying that you should do that right now because you still technically haven't spent a lot of money, so the ads could probably still be optimizing. But I'm just saying, imagining that you've already spent like $20 on this ad and you have these kind of stats, I wouldn't keep letting it run. Another one, if I look at the CTR, then the next one that's gonna bring me to my attention is gonna be that 1.43%. Okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't even have a link click. Okay, it doesn't even have a link click, and it's already spent $2.03, which means that technically, I mean, it doesn't even have a link click. It doesn't have anything. So you're just spending money, and there's no type of engagement. That would be probably another one that I would pause.
Okay.
And then the other one, the one that has 3.151%, that's pretty good. CPC is under $1. Keep moving that to the right again. If you move it to the right, okay. Keep moving, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. And okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't have any add to carts. So just based off of that kind of information, that's kind of how I'm gauging things here, Kevon. I'm basically here's something that might help you out. Okay, you should actually be looking at your ads, anywhere from 3 to 5 times a day. So at 9 a.m., you should look at your ads, and what you're looking for is what happened yesterday. That's what you're looking at when you're looking at your ads at 9 a.m. What happened yesterday? You're looking at those stats that happened yesterday, and based on the stats that you had from yesterday, those are
Yeah.
the improvements and tweaks that you're going to do for 9 a.m. You're going to base those decisions off of what happened yesterday. Around 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, what you're
Mhm.
looking for, if you have a pixel that's warmed up, around 12 to 3 p.m. You're looking for clicks. Okay, this is today's stats. I'm not talking about lifetime. I'm talking about when you're having ads running for today. Around 12 to 3 p.m. Here's what's worked for me is I'm looking for clicks. I'm looking for some kind of clicks. Okay, I want to see people are clicking on stuff. And then around 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. what I'm looking for now is add to carts. I'm looking for add to carts. Okay, so if by 12 to 3 p.m. I have, let's say, 10 ads running right now, and out of the 10 ads, um, only 2 of them have clicks, but then the other 8 don't have any clicks, I'm
Right.
probably going to consider pausing some of them for that day. Okay. Now, I'm going to make that decision probably after 3. I'm not going to do it at 12. 12 is still kind of early. Okay.
Mhm.
But if they do have clicks, then I'm going to keep letting them run. Around 6 to 8 p.m., what I'm now going to be looking for is I'm going to be looking for add to carts. Okay. Now, if I have certain ads that do have add to carts, I'm gonna let those for sure run overnight. I'm gonna let them run overnight, and I'm gonna be able to sleep good when I go to bed because they've already clicked on the link. You already know people have added to cart, so there's only
Mhm.
just one more step, which is that purchase. So those
Right.
ads are looking really, really promising. So I'm gonna let those run. Now, I probably will also let run the ones that have really cheap clicks. I might let them run. It depends on your tolerance. It depends on how much money you can, fork out for advertising. But if you take a look at the metrics that I just went over, if you use those metrics and you understand that and you make your decisions off of the metrics rather than your emotions, you are going to have much more success than what you have right now. Which, right off the bat, when we took a look at your ads, we could identify that you didn't even really understand the metrics, that you were just looking at the standard Facebook metrics that they give you.
Right.
Okay. And now I'm also giving you times on when you should be looking at your ads and what you should be looking for now that you have these new metrics that you're looking at. Okay. Most people, they don't know this. Most people don't even understand metrics, and most people don't even understand what times to look at their ads and what to
Yeah.
look for. So in today's Shopify store overview, you've basically taken away that the reason why you've been doubting yourself when it comes to targeting, it hasn't been all of your fault. It's been
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it,
Yeah. Go ahead.
it,
Yeah.
it hasn't been all of your fault. It's been it's not all of your fault because you didn't understand how to read the metrics. But now that
Yeah.
you understand your metrics, now you don't have to base it off of your emotion. You can base it off of rock solid numbers and factual stuff that you can make decisions off instead of just pausing things or letting things run too long that waste you
Right.
money. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
And
Yeah.
now that you have the times that you should be looking at your ads and what to be looking for, you also are in a better position to really control your ad spend. Be so controlling that you really are basically just kind of pausing and stopping and letting some run based on the metrics that you're having, read today. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think that this call was really good. What I want to do is I want to just hand you over the mic. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear your eye-opening moments, and I want to hear some of the big ideas that you took away from this Shopify store overview. In the beginning, you said that your biggest problem was targeting. I like to say that your targeting is probably not as bad as you think because the metrics are telling us, that they're working. So why don't you go ahead? I'll give you the mic. Let us know your feedback, your big ideas, your takeaways, and your commitment that you plan on doing now that you have this new information.
Um. Well, I must say, my awareness, have gotten, a lot more broader, since you show me how to better look at my ads and, what to look at, and why am I looking at it, and that was part of the problem, looking at looking at a bunch of information and not knowing, what I'm looking at and why I'm looking at it, and if something changes, how to react to it, so it's like now I'm thinking with the data I'm given, right, as opposed to before I was just looking at it and stuck maybe, or trying to figure out, what is what and where to go from there. So my big aha moment is basically, once I fully understand, everything's coming at me so quick because, it is new information. But once I fully understand it, I'm gonna definitely be able to, maneuver more better, as far as what ads are working, why is it working. So, but I mean, I still have a lot more questions. I really do, but I think this is the beginning of phase one. Of all the phase that we have to go through because.
Let's play a quick quiz, okay? And then we're gonna end this. We're gonna end the show, and then afterwards we'll go ahead and we'll talk privately. So quick quiz. So based on everything we want. Let's see if you're on top of your game here, man. So what should your CTR be? What's the average standard CTR?
Let me go back to my CTR. Okay.
What should it be?
It should be 2.5 and higher.
Okay, great. What should your CPC be? What's a good CPC?
My CPC is
what is a good CPC? Not your CPC. What is a good CPC?
A good CPC is basically $1 and higher, is it?
No, you don't want it higher. You don't want it higher, man. That's gonna cost you more money.
No more than $1. No higher than $1.
$1 or under. That's better. Okay, so what is your cost per add to cart? What should your cost per add to cart be typically?
Okay, my cost per add to cart. Give me a second.
What's the standard?
Where is it? Cost per add to cart. Let's see. Which one is that? Is that a cost per?
Cost per website add to cart, right there.
Okay, there we go. Okay, what's the standard? Yeah. See. Do I get a hint?
It's your quiz, man. What is it?
Okay, cost.
What's a good standard? It should be $5 or what? Higher or under?
I'm gonna say add to cart. I'm gonna say
3, 2,
$5 lower.
Yeah, exactly. Let me give you an example, right? Let's say you're selling something for $15 and then your cost per website add to cart is $30. Okay, based on that number, you'll never be profitable. You're gonna lose money because it's costing you just for someone to add to cart $30 and you're selling a $15 product. So you want your add to cart to typically be $5 or under, which is going to be lower than what you're selling your product for, right? So you don't want it to be higher. Well, all right. So last one, what should be your cost per website purchase?
My cost per website purchase. I'm gonna say my cost per website purchase.
3, 2.
No higher than $10.
Yeah, $10 or under. Good job, man. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that hopefully the quiz helps you retain some of this information.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's pretty much it. You heard it from me. I think that this store overview was successful. What do you think, Kevon?
I definitely think that I'm making progress, and yes, it was definitely successful. Now all we have to do is reap the benefits, and
Sounds good, homie. All right. Sounds good, guys. Well, again, guys, you could definitely follow me on some of my social medias. You can follow me on Instagram, which is Paulo CQ, PaulocQ. You can follow me on Snapchat, same exact name, Paulo CQ. You can follow me on Facebook. I have a fan page, it's Paulo CQ Shopify Coach, and I also have a personal page, Paulo CQ. You can follow me on Anchor at Paulo CQ. You can follow me on YouTube at Paulo CQ. Just go ahead and follow me, man. I think you'll definitely enjoy some of the content, some of the stuff that I'm putting out here to help you grow your Shopify store. Again, guys, thank you for joining us here today. If you guys want to reach out to me, I am looking for interns, people who can help me grow my agency. So if you're interested in learning and being part of that, it's not going to be a paying job or anything like that, but the benefit is that you're going to be receiving the wisdom, and I'm going to be teaching you some cool things here. You can be an intern. Just hit me up, message me, email me. You can email me at ecomsuccessagency@gmail.com. Subject line can be for, internship, and I'll go ahead and take a look at it and see if you qualify for that. If you're also looking for more mentorship, coaching, you guys can go to paulocq.com. And you guys can check out my website there, see my story, see some testimonials, and even see some of my coaching packages there. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the bomb. My name is Policy Q. Pow! Low. You already know. Let's go. See you guys on the next one. Peace.